welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be why we moved to Georgia. So if you want to hear the story, stay tuned. So it all started with Noel's dad. Basically he was born in Michigan, but he grew up out here in Georgia, but we ended up meeting in Michigan. So throughout our time together, we would always come and visit out here in Georgia, and we were always like, well, he always said that he wanted to move back home because obviously he grew up here, so it was more like Georgia was his home. So, and as many times as we came out here, I liked it out here too. I'm like, yeah, this is different. I've always been in Michigan. The only time I moved was when I was in college and I went to Ohio, but Ohio is literally right next to Michigan. So it's basically like the same thing. And so like this was different. It's a lot of like Black owned stuff out here, a lot of things popping off out here. So I was like, yeah, I'm down with moving to Georgia, like that's fine or whatever. And so that was our plan. So we ended up getting married, and we were gonna have a wedding, and after the wedding we were planning on moving to Georgia, but things are really rocky right now. Things are not going as planned. So yeah, I had to basically make the decision on whether I was gonna move like by myself or like with Noel, or just not move and just wait around. So the story and the background of that basically is that since basically this whole year, since the end of last year, I have gotten really deep in my faith in God. And just like, and I don't want to say it like in a way of like, oh, I'm so holy and so churchy and all of this stuff, like not in that sense. It's more like actually building my own relationship with God. Like I feel like I always went to church and I always knew who God was, but it's like I never had a relationship with God. And so like this whole year I've been just building my relationship with God. And so basically after like I made the decision like, okay, I think I'm going to still move despite what's going on in my marriage right now. Then I basically just prayed and I just asked God, I'm like, okay, God, so do you want me to move? Because yeah, we can do whatever we want to do. We have that, God gives us choice and free will to do whatever we want to do. But I guess I'm just tired of doing things on my own if it's not what God wants me to do. Because when you do things that God doesn't want you to do, at the end of the day, it doesn't end up working out, or something end up happening that is not in your favor. So yeah. And so I just prayed and asked God, I'm like, God, so what do you want me to do? And like at that time I had found out about Heather Lindsay, and I started listening to Heather Lindsay's old like Bible study videos on YouTube, and it was one of them that was talking about purpose and stuff like that. And in that video she was like, just ask God, like after this wilderness experience or after this storm that you're going through, like what does he want you to do out of this or whatever. And so like at this time it was basically all of the coronavirus stuff going on, which is still going on right now, but it was like when it first had started. And so I was just like, God, like after all of this coronavirus stuff kind of dies down and we get everybody like gets out of quarantine and they start opening stuff back, when they start opening stuff up again, I was like, what do you want me to do? Like, do you want me to move? Like, do you want me to? So my prayer was, do you want me to move to Atlanta? That was my prayer. And like after that, I don't like the fact that you keep cutting me off. Okay, say what you gotta say, but you not even facing the camera. Yeah, stand up. Turn around. Turn around. Say what you gotta say. You on spot now. Fix your pants. What you gotta say? Oh, okay. So that was my prayer in the middle of that Bible study. So I had paused it, prayed, and then pressed play again in the Bible study. And it was so crazy. Like at the end, she had people like that would ask her questions at the end of her Bible studies or whatever. The first question that a person wrote in. Okay, I gotta take a call, y'all. Hello? Who is this? Who is this? You wanna talk to Noel? Here. Say hello? Okay. Okay, so, well, she started off her question saying, God has been telling me to move to Atlanta for the last 4 years. And so I was like, wow, like, okay, if that's my answer, God, then that was real fast. Like, you just immediately told me my answer if that was you. And so I stopped the video and asked him again. I was like, okay, so confirm that answer if that was you telling me, like, to go ahead and move to Atlanta. And then it was like a couple hours later, the same day, my husband's mom, so my mother-in-law, she texted me and basically a long message basically saying like, we love you and we're all family no matter what's going on and all of that. But what was confirmation for me was that at the end of her message, she said, I don't know why, but something told me to send you this message. And so I was like, okay, God, like, you're telling me to go. So I'll just go. So that's basically like how it actually happened with us moving out here is that I always wanted to come because that was always our plan as a family to move, but it just didn't end up working out like that as a family to move. So I just had to make the decision on my own to move with my daughter, and I asked God and he answered my prayer and told me to come out here. So I just feel like I'm out here for a reason, because if God tells you to do something, then it's for a reason. So it's going to be something good that comes out of this. And I can already say that I've seen God's provision, just for me being here. And it's only been like, I think this week will be a month of us being here. And I've already seen God move and help me in a lot of different areas. And like right now, I'm in the process of trying to find a place to stay, because right now we're just staying with family. So I am just trying to progress forward and do the best that I can with my baby and for myself. And also, we have some good news. Mama, don't we have good news? So me and Mama, we are working on a project that we will probably be letting you guys know about really soon. But that's one thing that God has given me since I've been out here is this new project that we are working on. So when things get more in depth, then we'll be able to share that project with you guys. But yeah, everything is so everything is going well with us, guys, and yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that update because in the last video I told you guys that we did end up moving to Georgia, but I just wanted to explain why we moved to Georgia, and it was all God's doing. So I thank you for watching our video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. We'll see you in the next one. We'll see you in the next one. She bit the top of all three, and so on her last one I was just like, well, you bit that one. On her last one I was like, you bit that one, so I'm not buying you anymore.